Hey guys, Matt with CJ Off-Road here. Now in front of me on the table, I've got a brand new set of our smoked LED headlight replacements fitting your 2015 to 17 Ford F-150. Now these feature a durable smoked housing as well as a complete daytime running light that is easily powered with the included harness. These are going to give the front end of your truck a very modern look, and they're going to look great on this 2016 F-150 behind me. We've already done some blacked out modifications to this truck, and I think replacing those chrome and white factory headlights are really going to update the front end look. If you guys want to check out these, be sure to visit the website, but for now, we're going to go ahead and get them installed on this 2016 F-150. Alright guys, so the first thing we need to do to get these installed is a little bit of table work. So we're actually going to flip the headlight over. We're going to do the driver's side for you. So you're going to go ahead and grab this bracket that says L on it, and you are going to place it over top of the bottom of the headlight, making sure that these two silver capture nuts are facing towards the front of the truck. Now with that installed, you're going to grab your 3 provided screws, and we're just going to go ahead and screw this in. We've got the hood popped on our truck here, and the first thing we're going to do is remove the 2 7mm screws that are right on this pocket here. They hold on this trim piece, so we're going to go ahead and grab our 7mm, pull these 2 out. And you're going to be pulling out a decent amount of hardware today, so just make sure you have a good place to store it so that way you can put it all back in. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove both of these 2 bolts that hold on the upper part of the headlight using a 10mm socket. Now we're going to pop this entire wing off. Start by pulling it in this corner. And it'll come right off. Now we're going to remove all the 10mm bolts that hold in this lower panel, as well as the one 8mm right here, just using a 10mm and an 8mm socket. Then remove the last 10mm inside the grill. You're going to need an extension for that. Try and fish it out without dropping it. Then we can pop this lower panel off. Gonna give it a good pull. And then there are actually 2 tabs inside here that you just push with the flathead screwdriver to pop them off. And then there's also one more body pin on this side. Then you can give it a final pull off. Then we can go ahead and pull the headlight out. Get it pulled out just far enough that you can remove all the connections here. The only 2 that you'll need to keep out of the factory headlight is the socket here for your turn signal, as well as the socket for your marker light. You can go ahead and remove the bulbs out of these, as they will plug into the new headlights, but just make sure to keep both of these, as you will be reusing them. So first we're going to plug our turn signal socket into the factory turn signal socket here. And then go ahead and twist that into place just like the factory. And then your marker light is going to plug right in, and you can push the wire into the access hole. Now we're going to test out the headlight, make sure it works. We'll try out the high beams, and then we'll try the turn signal. Now in order to get that daytime running light hooked up, there is another harness. We're going to plug that into the back, wire it up into our fuse box with a fuse tap. However, you can wire it to a switch or however you'd like to do it, but I'll show you the connector on the back to hook it up to. Alright guys, now here's the connection too for the daytime running light. We have this run to our harness, which we ran right underneath the center section of the grill and then over towards the battery. Like I said before, wiring that up is up to you. If you want to run it to a fuse tap, if you want to run it right to a switch, basically that depends on how you want it, or if you don't want it at all, you don't need to have it. But now with that all done and we've tested that the headlights work, we can get these tucked up into place. Make sure the headlight pops into place. And we just have some extra wiring over here because of our Roush grill. Don't worry about that. We're going to tuck that back down. And then now we're just going to reassemble all the hardware that we pulled out and get it back into place here. And then the last step is to reinstall our wing. Make sure it's firmly in place. Put your last push pin in, and that's it. All right, guys, so let's test them out. You can see we've got our daytime running lights on. We'll show you the regular low beam headlights. Then we've got our high beams here. Then we'll show you the left-hand turn signal, right-hand turn signal, and the four ways. But as you can see, we've got these headlights completed on both sides, and they're definitely a much more modern approach than what we pulled off here. You can see the sequential lights turning on with the four ways here really gives it a nice aggressive look, matched up with that Roush front grille. Now with these headlights, you are going to get the high beams and low beams, as well as all LED configuration, which really modernizes the front of your truck. If you have a lower model, an XLT or so, it's going to modernize that front end and those base halogen lights. Now if you want to check out these F-150 headlights, as well as many other great parts for your truck, be sure to visit cjponyparts.com.